What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis, live on Analysis Playground, going there on YouTube live. And we're going to have that playoff edition Cavaliers versus the Miami Heat. And this was a good one, and it was better than what I thought it would be because I thought the Cavaliers would win. But the Miami Heat did come back and cut that lead to two in the fourth quarter, and you just didn't know what was going to happen. I think the Cavaliers slowed down a little bit and they started taking better shots that they liked and they was able to get, and the Heat just couldn't make enough. They did enough to come back, but not enough to win. I think that's why I picked them to lose this series, is because I just don't see them stopping the Cavaliers enough to be able to win. I just don't see them making enough shots. I mean, the Heat shot 51% from the field and 35% from three and 75% from the free throw line. That's about good, but it wasn't good enough to beat a team like the Cavaliers, elite team in this conference, elite team in this league. And it ended up being true because they lost 121 to 112. They had a better game, but not enough to do what they were supposed to do, which was get the win. And the Cavaliers have took care of their home court advantage by winning both games at home. Now they go on the road and they will see if they can beat Miami and Miami twice and go for the sweep. I did predict that they would sweep them. So if that happened, I wouldn't be surprised. And Andrew Wiggins played 28 minutes. He was 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. He was a -9 in plus minus. He got in double figures, though, with 10 points because of the free throws. But Andrew Wiggins has to be better. And there's no debate about that because we know what Tyler Hero can do. We know what Bam Adebayo can do. But if Andrew Wiggins and Bam aren't scoring, you're not really getting much from that starting lineup. And we know how explosive and how fast the Cavaliers can erupt offensively. And they did that in that third quarter. Matter of fact, the Cavaliers won the first quarter 25-24, and they won that second quarter 43-27. That's why you can't have those down quarters against the Cavaliers, because they have the ability to put a lot of numbers on the board. Now, the third quarter, the Heat won 29-25, but they lost the fourth quarter. Well, they won the fourth quarter also 32-28. But that second quarter, they really put the game out of reach. And the Heat, you got to give them credit. They fought back and they made it interesting. They really showed that they wanted to win this game, but the Cavaliers just had too much firepower for them, and it ended up going that way for them. But Bam, 42 minutes played, which is actually the most on the team tonight. He was 3 of 9 from the field and 1 of 5 from three and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He only finished with 11, but he did get a double-double with 14 rebounds. Somebody was going to have to do that because he was the only rebounder in double figures tonight for the Miami Heat. He did have 5 of his boards being offensive. He also did get 9 assists. So when he wasn't scoring, he was finding better shots or just settling sometimes too. But like I said, when Bam is playing his best, he's roaming, he's rebounding, he's blocking, he's stealing, he's just causing so much havoc. But also he can put the ball in the basket near the rim, and we just didn't see enough of that. He needs to do more of that if they're going to be able to pull off at least one win in this series. 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls for him, a +1 and plus minus. Khalil Ware got a nice dunk, a nice lob. He did only play 19 minutes. He was 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He finished with 7 points and 4 rebounds, one of them being offensive with a steal, a turnover, and a personal foul. He's a -2 and plus minus. And then they started Davion Mitchell. He is much needed. Defensively, he's one of their better competitors, and I like the fact that he actually is shooting a three decent, and he's also making shots outside of the 3-point line. So 36 minutes, 7 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 6 assists and 1 rebound, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and was a -6 and plus minus. Tyler Hero, 14 to 24 from the field. He played 40 minutes, which was second most, but he's their best offensive player. 14 to 24 from the field, 4 of 11 from three, 1 to 2 from the free throw line. His assist ended up working out for him today, 2 with 5. He did get 6 boards, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, plus 1 and plus minus. He led them with 33, which is actually the most points from either team, showing you how well he had to play just to give them a chance to win. And he was able to do that. You know, he's an all-star caliber player. He's a good guard, and he has good knowledge and good basketball IQ, and he just approaches the game the right way. And his jumper was on automatic sometimes. So you have to play that way in the playoffs. You have to play above your level sometimes too if you're trying to beat the better teams, which they couldn't do tonight. Duncan Robinson played 12 minutes, 1 to 3 from the field. It was all 3-point attempts. He did get an assist and 2 personal fouls. He's a minus 17 and plus minus. He finished for 3. Haywood Highsmith, 6 or 7 from the field, 5 or 6 from 3. I love what he did. His shot selection was really amazing, and he really punished the Cavaliers for leaving him open for the majority of all his shots. 2 rebounds, 1 was offensive with assists, a turnover, 3 personal foul, minus 6 and plus minus. He had 17 points, which was the most, but he wasn't the only person that got in double figures. Nikola Jovic did 2 in 25 minutes. He was 4 of 12 from the field, but he went 1 of 8 from 3. If you make a couple more of those, he probably has a bigger game. Bigger game means they have a better chance of winning this one. But, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda don't really matter that much if you lost. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 2 was offensive, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, plus 2 and plus minus. He finished with 11. Josh Christopher played a couple seconds, so he didn't do anything. You can say the same thing about Drew Smith, and you can also say the same thing about Isaiah Stevens. They got on the court but didn't do anything. Pelly Larson did get on the court for 11 minutes. He was 1 of 2 from the field, or 1 from 3. 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, minus 9 and plus minus 2 points for him. They did have 38 rebounds and 27 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 13 turnovers, and 19 personal fouls. And that was it for the Heat. You just want them to try to value possessions as good as they did today and just try to slow the game down a little bit more. I know you want to get fast early offense because the Cavaliers are a great team, but they're running out of options. Either Andrew Wiggins is going to have to get open more, or he's just going to have to work more for his baskets. And if he does that, he might not be as efficient. He showed that tonight. Bam got some good looks, dunks, alley-oops, but he didn't really do much either offensively when it comes to scoring the basketball. But I don't really know what you do with him and Khalil Ware, because that's what you need to match up with the size of the Cavaliers. And I feel like the Cavaliers did let them score a little bit easily, but they need to do it more. Like, is it enough possessions for the Heat to be able to beat the Cavaliers? Can they score enough? Can they do it enough? Can they fight enough? Like, this is where their season might come to an end. If they lose another game, they on the brink of elimination at that point. So this was just that much of a die-hard game that you have to really look at. Like, man, the Heat gave basically the best game they probably can give, and still didn't work out their way at the end of the game. But I can tell you why, because the Cavaliers had big performances from their big three: Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and Evan Mobley. All 3 of those guys got 20 plus points, or 20 points or more. Evan Mobley was 7 to 10 from the field. He was 3 of 6 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He only got 6 boards in the offensive rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, a personal foul. He was a plus 5 and plus minus. He had that real good 34 minutes. I love what he did tonight. He is a very intriguing player because of how he chooses to impact the game and how he never is in the way, and he's always where you need him to be. And that's something that you really can call mastering this game. And he's very young, and it's crazy how smart he is out there on the court and how he always is there when his teammates need him. But Jared Allen played 31 minutes. He was 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive with assists, a steal, a block, 2 turnovers, a personal foul. He was a minus 1 and plus minus. He didn't get in double digits in rebounding or scoring, but he did finish with 9 points. Darius Garland finished with 21. He was 6 of 14 from the field. He went 2 of 8 from 3, but he was good starting the game. He helped them get the ability to erase that lead a little bit and get the lead in that second quarter. And he was a big time player for them because of the 9 assists. He also had 2 rebounds in the offensive, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and he was a -2 and plus minus. He has the ability to put you in tough situations because he's so fast and he's so quick, and he actually can make perimeter shots. And you can say the same thing about Donovan Mitchell when they're dribbling and they're trying to make a decision. You have to not let them blow past you. You got to try to come off from the paint. You got to try to cut them off from the mid range, from the floater. You got to try to stop them from shooting threes when they set screens. They give you so many decisions that you have to make that it just make them a tough team to focus on. But Donovan Mitchell, 36 minutes played. That was most for all starters. He was 10 of 21 from the field. He was 7 of 10 from three and 3 or 4 from the free throw line. But honestly, he only played 36 minutes. That was the most for everybody on the Cavaliers. 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a +4 and plus minus, and he ended up with a 30 ball. When the game got close, they gave the ball to Donovan Mitchell too. He was able to get that bucket and push it to 4. And then it was just about playing the game that they played the entire game and just getting back to it and making shots. And they was able to do that for the most part. And the Heat just couldn't dial it up enough to close out this game with the win. Max Strus, 4 of 8 from the field. It was threes. He was just letting it fly from wherever it was. And they was dropping 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound. He also had 6 assists. If he didn't have a look that he liked or a look that he felt good with, he did pass it over and made the right decision doing that for the most part. 2 steals, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul for him. He was a -2 and plus minus. He finished with 14. Jared Allen was the only starter that didn't get in double figures. Other than that, Dean Wade played 6 minutes. He got 1 steal. He was a +6 and plus minus. Amani Bates played a couple seconds, didn't do anything because of that. Tomlin played a couple seconds, didn't do anything because of that, too. And DeAndre Hunter, 23 minutes, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He was big. Like, having him as a guy that can catch and shoot or try to create his own shot is always a big thing for them, especially because they don't have enough guys that can do that off the bench. But he is one of them. And he was the only guy that got in double figures in any statistical category off the bench for the Cavaliers. He did have 3 rebounds, one was offensive with a steal. He was a +12 and plus minus. Isaac Okoro played 10 minutes. He was 1 of 2 from the field and 1 of 1 from three, because that was the only shot that he made was a 3. 1 rebound, no free throws, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls, a +1 and plus minus, 3 points. Ty Jerome, 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from three. 101 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a +10 and plus minus. He has 6. I think that he'll have a bigger game in the next one. You can't really hold him down too much, and some shots he just missed. Sam Arrow did a good job coming off the bench and hitting those threes, and he made some tough ones, but he was 2 of 4 from three. He did get 4 rebounds also, 1 being offensive with an assist and a steal. He also had a personal foul. He finished as a +12 with 6 points. And then Luke played a couple seconds. He didn't do anything. Their bench, their key players did do okay to a good job. Like, this is something that they're going to do. They're going to make shots. They're going to put you in tough situations because of the lineups that they're going to be out there with. And then it's just about knocking down the opportunities that you have. And the Cavaliers are masters as a team and with the coaching staff generating those shots and believing that they can get those shots. And they did that. They got them, they took them, they made them. And that's the sum of what happened in this game. But 39 of 82, 47% from the field, 22 of 45, 48% from three. It's tough to beat any team that can do that. Like I said, the Heat shot 51% from the field and about average from three. But the fact that they shot so well from three and they shot really good from the free throw line, 21 to 23, 91% from the field, they basically was playing near perfect offense with spotty defense here and there. And that's all they really needed to do to win this game. And they did. 34 rebounds, 24 assists. They ended up losing those battles to the Heat. They also had 10 steals. They won that battle, lopsidedness. And that one, they did have a block. They lost that battle. 8 turnovers. That's something that really helped the Cavaliers win this game also, along with 13 personal fouls. They shot more free throws by attacking the right way. And that's something that they have done all season. And they look good. Like the Cavaliers had a scare. They have some issues in this game. The Heat showed that they can hang with them a little bit, but the better team won tonight. And I'm not really surprised, but for the Heat to cut it down to 2 and look at the Cavaliers and say, what are y'all going to do for the rest of the game? Y'all really got to beat us tonight. The Cavaliers have done that so much all season where they have come back or they got in those situations where it's you going to turn against each other or you're going to continue to trust each other. And they always get the trust right. And then they just make the right plays and make the right decisions. And they close out majority of the teams. And the Heat just was another victim of that tonight. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation video just like this and various NBA-only topics. Also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and other future stars. I'll do mock drafts and draft coverage in general. You love that type of stuff. This is the channel for you. Plus, I got over 3,000 plus videos are in my channel that you can watch and enjoy. And on top of that, I do videos each and every day. So that's a lot of stuff that you should consider as great content and maybe want to see more, and you can become a fan or a subscriber, and I wouldn't blame you for that, like most people that already are. Other than that, hope you guys are blessed and had a good day. Hope you guys really grinded it out. We almost back to the weekend as fast as that can be. In 2 hours is going to be Thursday again, so it's just crazy how fast the time has been going and how fast these days and this year been going. But we did good these first 4 months so far. Let's continue it for the rest of the season. The goal is to be better this year than 2015 and 2025, and that's the goal for this channel. So let's have fun with it. Let's enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the ups and downs of the regular season like we did, but let's continue that into the playoffs. So much more basketball to watch, so much more things to see, so much things to watch. And this is the purpose of the playoffs, to see who's going to be the champion. And that's one thing we're waiting to see on too. Other than that, my social medias is on my channel, so y'all can check those out, do whatever you want with those. And my email is on my channel too. If you don't want to leave a comment or message me on social media, you can do it on there. And other than that, y'all stay blessed, and I'll see you guys later today with that Houston Rockets versus Golden State analysis and so much more things coming in the future, like breakdowns, tributes, and also summer league things and all the things that's good for most basketball fans, casual or hardcore. You know I got y'all when it comes to analysis. You know I got y'all in general when it comes to giving y'all the best coverage. And I'm going to continue to do that as much as I can. And that's a 50-50 of why this channel is still around 10 plus years later and still doing well, and people still enjoying it and loving it for what it is. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is. I love y'all for that. Thank y'all for coming back. Thank y'all for staying subscribed. And thank y'all for enjoying the channel and what I love to make and what I love to say, just like I see you guys in person. And thank y'all for continuing to be subscribed. Other than that, I'm gone. Y'all stay blessed up.